Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck, head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound, and while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra, just follow the sound please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to share some basic informations for yourself to develop a very clear spiritual foundation with practicing meditation. So when it comes to spiritual practice, as you know, there are many ways you can practice it. But still, when it comes to meditation, it is very important to know the right techniques because you work with the mind. So your mind is the forerunner, your mind is the chief, your mind is the creator. So what you think, you become. And in day-to-day life, when we look at around us, if you look at the nature, if you observe a little bit, there is no way if you plant a mango seed, you're never going to get an apple. And when you want to get corn, you have to plant the corn. So this is a very basic principle. Everybody know this. But when it comes to our mind, we can't apply that same principle. So the Dharma is not something we're going to get from beyond us. So Dharma is what is happening inside us. Dharma is that what is happening around the nature. If you are capable to understand it, and if you become like that, then you follow the Dhamma. But what's happened, where the disconnection happens? Even though this natural nature around us, that our mind itself creates some ideas. Your mind can come with very brand new ideas. And out of your mental formations, cankers or the sanskara, out of your history, out of your memory, you can build up very brand new thoughts. So the most of the thoughts come out of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. Why? Because already we have that three kind of roots inside us. So then, as you know, when you look at the nature, when you look around you, so basic principle you see, so whatever the nature itself doesn't have power to change to something else and it become the same whatever it is. So that's why when we want to get mango, we plant mango. And if you want to get rice, then you have to have a rice field. If you want the corn, then you have to plant the corn. But when it comes to our mind, why don't we see? Why can't we see? that if you want to good, if you want the happiness, if you want the satisfaction, if you want the safety, why you can't apply the same principle? If you look for the happiness, if you want to get the happiness, give the happiness. If you want the safety, give the safety. But look at the world around us today. To get the safety, most of times people give the fear to others. Giving fears to others, you can't get the safety. So whatever you give, it's going to bounce back. It's the very basic principle. And when it comes to us, then, if you need the peace and satisfaction, always remember to give the peace and the satisfaction to others. And there is no way out of negative thoughts you can bring some positive. There is no way. You don't need to try for that. It's period. Full stop. There is nothing that you can try for that. Out of the greed, there is no way that you can bring the generosity. It's not going to happen. The same principle. Go back to the nature. So out of the mango, you get the mango. There is no way you're going to get something else. So same like out of the hatred, you get the hatred. Don't think that out of hatred, you're going to get the peace, happiness, satisfaction. It doesn't matter whatever the side you support. It doesn't matter what the favor, that whatever whatever you like. It doesn't matter that what are the ideas you carry within yourself. Always you have to remember, in the deeper level, if it is related to the greed, hatred, and the delusion, somehow it's going to come back to you as the greed, hatred, and the delusion. Maybe from the beginning we can't see it. We just sometimes we think it's kind of like things happen the way we want. But by the time it slowly start to take you towards whatever its nature. So that's why when people have the greed, when people have the lust, when people have the anger, when people have the ignorance, the very first thing happens, they get blind out of it. And then they start to keep repeating it again and again and again. So the practicing meditation will give us an opportunity to clean our mind from the greed, hatred, and the delusion. So practicing meditation help us to cultivate our mind with the generosity, loving kindness, compassion, and wisdom. How it happens? Because the very basic principle, when it comes to the greed, hatred, or the delusion, it always need some memory related to past or the future. Or even in the present moment, you need the comparison. Otherwise, the greed, hatred, or the delusion itself not going to be there. So then, so yourself, when you practice meditation, when you settle down in the present moment, so what happens? Your mind not going to jump to past or the future or even in the present moment comparison. So the mind itself going to settle down. So that calmness itself give you the opportunity for you to grow. So otherwise, if the mind always busy with something, jumping here and there, And that's mean always mind go with that whatever the mental formations or whatever the past that we used to carry, your habitual patterns. So sometimes we don't see even our own past. We don't know it. Even we don't remember. So what happened even in the early ages of our life and even maybe 10 years, 20 years back, we had it, but we don't know now. And even last year sometimes, what happened? We forget that. So maybe you had the anger, hatred, jealousy, and it's there, but we don't see it. So now you have opportunity. Forget about the past or the don't try to look into the future. Just settle down in the present moment without any comparison. So that settling down is art. So if then we go back to the nature again, if you look any seed to get rooted, so that seed need to settle down in somewhere. It doesn't matter it is a good soiled. If the seed always moving here and there, then it cannot get rooted. It cannot grab the ground. So calming down, settling down is the one of the major important practice you have to do. So even physically, learn to settle down. Even then you can apply it to mental practice. And then mentally you can, so then once physical and mental both settle down, so that is where you can move forward. So as a basic practice, always give the priority to this settling down. And other thing is, it's a settling down is kind of like, just imagine, if we get another simile, like an egg. Just imagine this chicken try to get out of the egg, but from the beginning, so any bird cannot break it down. So it need a process. Until that process comes, that the bird inside the egg not going to move. So what it does, it's settling down. And once the necessary time comes, the egg itself doesn't have the strength or the power to hold it. So it's going to break down. So even when that settling down, try to understand it very carefully. When the bird inside the egg, when it settled down, it allowed to grow. That growth bring the strength. Once the egg is ready to break down, so that opportunity gave the bird to go through that the breakthrough. And another thing is like a butterfly. So inside the cocoon, until it come to the right moment, it need to settle down. So that settling down allow that butterfly to grow inside the cocoon. So the tranquility state or the samadhi is like that. Undisturbed mind is like that. So don't, from the beginning, of course, once you have the wisdom, you need this basic principle. But from the beginning, always remember, you have to have this quality, settling down. And little by little, once you are capable to have the undisturbed mind, That is where the mind becomes stronger. That is where the mind becomes capable to go through, because that everything in the mind. Remember that. So whatever the situations that we go through, not the outside event itself has the strength or the power to hold us. It is up to you. According to the way you respond, according to the way that you give the meaning to that outside event, it's going to change. So then, according to your mental capacity, according to the depth of your mind, according to the depth of your wisdom, that whatever the incident happened around you, you can reframe it. Your point of view going to change. So that's why try to give more attention towards the mind and develop the ability to settling down. Because when you are develop the ability to settle down, the mind becomes stronger. So that calmness is the very best principle from the beginning. So then always develop, look into yourself, measure yourself and see, are you capable to calm your mind? Are you capable to calm your body? Are you capable to calm your thoughts? And what is the strength of that calmness? That how much energy you have, that hold that calmness, be with that calmness. Don't try to jump forward. Don't try to, it's like the bird inside the egg. Don't try to break it. Let your body to calm down. Even inside the mother's womb. The child, the very first day, when the child is start to grow, not going to come out. But by the time after 9.5 months to 10 months, it doesn't matter. There is no any energy can hold that. The child going to come. So it's going to deliver. So deliverance, your wisdom is an art. Let your wisdom to deliver. So that's why your ideas is kind of like an unborn child. Your mind, your wisdom, your liberation, your nibbana is like an unborn child. It's there. You are already pregnant with the, the nibbana. Remember that. As when you become a human being, so you born with that Buddha nature. You born with that wisdom nature. So only thing most of time, what you can't grow, because you move too much, you think too much, you do too much. Because of that, your wisdom can't grow. It cannot settle down. Your wisdom seed can't get rooted to the ground, hold the ground. You always moving here and there, moving here and there. There was a man, and he loved planting trees. And one day he went to the nursery, and there was a very expensive tree, beautiful flowers. And this person paid the money and brought it home. And so when he brought it from the nursery, and they told, take care, it is very rare tree and only this we have. And so take care it very well. This guy listened to them and brought it home and found a nice place, plant it. And now every day he look and he want to see how much the roots grow. What he does, he uprooted the tree and look at the root and put it back. And the very next day morning, Hmm? He wake up, right away come to the tree, uprooted it, look at the root, put it back. So by the time the tree died, because it not allow, that person didn't allow that tree to settle down. So what happening to most of us? We have no ability allow things to settle down. We always push our life ahead. And our imagination is like a magnet. It has power to pull the universe towards you, and at the same time, remember, your imagination has power to pull you towards something. So then if your imagination is related to the greed, hatred, and the delusion, there are two things happen. One is you start to pull the greed, hatred, and the delusion towards you, and you start to go towards the greed, hatred, and the delusion. So then the same principle, that is the very basic quantum principle. When you have the loving kindness, generosity, compassion, and the wisdom, so what happened? Your thoughts start to invite all the loving kindness, generosity, compassion, and the wisdom. And at the same time, the universe kind of like become a magnet, and it start to pull you towards loving kindness, generosity, compassion, and the wisdom. So when you grow with the necessary wisdom to attain into the liberation, it has power to invite the Buddha towards you. That's why it say, when the student ready, the teacher appears. So then you have to look into yourself. You look for happiness, you look for satisfaction, you look for success, you look for development, but you have to ask yourself, are you ready? Just imagine if you become successful with whatever the way, how are you going to handle it? Maybe you're going to go crazy, destroy everything. Because nowadays we just need only, touch, just push buttons and everything can go crazy. No, not like ancient time. Now we just put buttons. So if you don't have enough wisdom, maybe you push the wrong button. So that's why the more science and technology develop to highest level, but most of the crazy people now have ability to handle it. So then remember, even at our phone, computer, just even sending a text, and there are many emojis, you just find it, that's how you click, it's go. And you can put a weird face emoji and it go. It will start to go the other side with very weird face. And the happy mood, that's it, like that. So one push, one click. So are you capable? So it is your choice. In the life, always remember, you are your own master, you are your own creator. So take that responsibility. That's why you need the calmness, because that calmness gives the ability to grow your mind. It strengthens your mind. It allows you to develop all the profitable skills. It allows you to cultivate your mind. So you can be the passenger or you can be the pilot. It's up to you. It's your choice. But if you become the passenger, what you have to do? You have to pay for the ticket, and then your destination going to become very limited. And you have no choice, somebody else going to take your plight. If they go crazy and if they go through the turbulence and you just get panic and hold it, and then you may be cry and all your emotions start to get activated, the fear, then you have no choice. You have to wait and you have to accept whatever it is there. So it is your choice. You can become a passenger. There are a lot of people like it. They are so comfortable to become a passenger. Only thing, maybe you can get a window seat and look outside and then you can enjoy the scene. But you have no choice. Why? Because somebody else have the power to take you. But if you become the pilot, from the beginning it is hard. You have to train. You have to put some time. But then destination. Every day you can go to different destinations. And you no need to pay for the ticket. What will happen? You get paid. And somebody going to pay for you. And at the same time, you get some responsibilities. You can maneuver and you can handle the situations. It is a choice. Some people don't like get that responsibility. There are more than 100, 200 passengers. You are responsible. But you can deliver them to. You can take them to. There are destinations. So it is your choice. Meditation is not for everybody. If anybody kind of like want to get the responsibility to themselves and find your own journey yourself rather than depending from others, then you have to develop your mind. That's the basic principle. So to develop your mind, so the very first thing then, learn to settle down. So that's why that settling down we call calmness. So first principle, learn to develop the calmness. Your mind start to tell you, do this, do that, oh, get hurry, do. Learn to do the calmness. When the mind become calm, you start to see a lot of things. You start to hear more clearly. The smell, the taste, the sensation, even the thoughts, you are capable to recognize more clearly. So then push yourself, build the abilities to settle down and have that calmness with your body and mind both. And the next principle you have to do, when the calmness is there, naturally what happens? Your mind start to grab something. It's going to invite, it's going to open to something. That is kindness. So if you are so busy, your kindness is not too strong. Why? Because you can't see. So the kindness, it's not just a thought. Kindness arises as a result of wisdom. When you see more clearly, the kindness arises. So that's why the calmness invites the kindness inside you. And you need that calmness and you need that kindness around you. Why? Because even though you look like you're heading just by yourself, but there are unknown lot of people, lot of things around us, even from bacteria to this whole nature around us to help us to go towards. So we don't see that. And kind of like a few years back, people used to believe this sperm race. And the sperm race, there is a documentary called a sperm race. So when the mother and father come together, when the father released the sperm, it's more than 400 million sperm it released. So what was the myth? What was the idea from the beginning? They thought this each and every sperm pushing everybody and try to run fast and get into the mother's womb. And it was kind of like a race. But very recently, there was a research. It's very beautiful. And they found out, actually, just imagine this, 400 million sperms. And each and every sperm help for one sperm to get into the mother's womb. So that means you. And some sperm from the beginning, they die. They have to die for you to move forward. And some sperm maybe go forward and stay away for you to, and they create the path. And it's kind of like a basic principle that, as you know, this soccer game, and they say it came from the heaven, but it's designed according to this sperm reactions, that how people passing the ball each other and come to the goal. So the goal is your life. So the same thing, then you have to remember that the life that you have, even before you come to this world, more than 400 billion sperms sacrifice their lives to you. How about that? Can you grab it? Even can you imagine it? Can you understand it? How worth you are? So then, that is how you come to this world. Because sacrifice of others. Even once you come to this world, the very place you need the mother. And she sacrificed everything. Father, he sacrificed everything and take care of you. Anymore, they don't have any personal life. And they, day and night, cold or the heat, it doesn't matter, whatever, they always take care of you. And from that place, you are the one who got that space, and then you come to this world. From that point, if you look very carefully, if you slow down and look, there are known, unknown, lot of people sacrifice their wisdom, opportunities, time, strength, everything for us to be here like this. So once you understand that you put some value on you, you are so worth, then you have responsibility to take care of you, and at the same time, that understanding make you more humble, and that is where you open to kindness. Because otherwise it is just as an idea, you can't be kind to people. You can't be. You can't act like kindness. It's need to come through the wisdom. So then just imagine, you can't just spend this life here doing nothing. So then you can't be just cheap and put some value on you and try to do your best as much as you can according to your limit. When you try to do something, do it nicely with the good heart. That's it. Do your best with the good heart. If you make a cup of tea, if you cook, if you wash, if you clean, do it with the good heart. Don't get mad, angry, sad when you cleaning, and sometimes when other people make a mess, and other people don't understand it maybe. But you see it. And if you get mad out of that, what will happen? It is unnecessary for you. So you are trying to do cleaning, but the outside will get clean, but inside get dirt because of the anger, hatred, jealousy. So that's why. And it is my cleaning day today. When I clean here, when I clean everything and I see things, it's a very simple things. But other people don't do that. But it is my choice. I clean it. When I clean the bathrooms, when I clean the kitchen area, when I clean the outside, and I look myself and see. So my purpose is cleaning. So then outside things will get clean. But if I get mad, angry about others, end of the cleaning, what will happen? I get dirt inside myself. I don't need to do that. So I have the compassion. Oh, enjoy. I clean everything. Oh, enjoy. I clean the bathroom, commode. Oh, enjoy yourself, whoever come next. Huh? Why? It's my choice. And then because it's my contribution, so then yourself remember, the kindness always come when your mind becomes stronger, when you can think deeply. If you go with the shallow level, there are 100 reasons you can get mad. There are million reasons you can go to war. There are million reasons you can kill others. That is what happens every day. Look at, there are some people that maybe half of the world is saying, stop the war, stop killing people. And there are some people say, no, we have to kill because of this. They are reasoning, they are killing. You can do that. You also can do that. So it is your choice. But the thing is, remember, this is your responsibility to clean yourself. Clean yourself. Out of this world, don't get dirt. Why? Because these things will go away. You have to handle your life. And then that's why once you have this, you get clean. So calmness take you to have the kindness. Once you have the kindness, you get clean. How? Because no greed, no hatred, no jealousy, no anger. When that thing's not there, no ignorance. So get clean. Mental clarity is the most important. Take care of your mind. And people try to do a lot of things to get healthy. Physically, they practice many things. But they don't have mental purity. Without mental purity, you cannot get clear. So then always remember them. Have that clarity in you. Because you then, what happens? Once the mind is clear, whatever you see, hear, smell, taste, feel, you are capable to see things as it is. When the day you recognize things as it is, you know what is this world. And you know how it come to be as it is. And once the mind is clear, it's not going to stuck with anything. That's the power of the mind. Once it's clear, it has the freedom. You don't need to find the freedom. Once the mind clear, you break through all these tangles, find the freedom. So it is a process. So the practice meditation allow you to settle down, and that settling down break through this all the barriers and allow you to move forward, and then you have the calmness. So the once you have the calmness, it break through all other barriers, take you to kindness. Once you have the calmness and kindness, you start to break through all this all the tangles and get into the clarity. Once you have the clarity, it break through that all the ignorance and take you to wisdom. But it is not without calmness, without settling down. Don't try to look for calmness. You're not going to find it. It is not there, because the calmness arises as a result of settling down. And without calmness, don't try to be kind. It's not going to happen, because the kindness comes as a result of calmness. So without kindness, don't try to be clear. You can't. You always get mad, disappointed, or you go always unbalanced. Because the clarity comes as a result of kindness. And the calmness, kindness, clarity together bring the wisdom for you. That is what called the liberation. So that liberation not going to take you to the same place. It's going to take you to the higher place. The higher place, highest, and then you go to the highest of your human intellect, which we call the Nibbana. So then, give your best for the first step. Let the journey to happen. And then moment by moment, your awareness, clarity, effort, energy, you give to the moment, give to the moment, give to the moment. And that is where you can enjoy the journey. That is where you experience the process. That is where you know the beauty of this Dharma. That is where you know the power of the mind. That is where you know you are so valuable to this human existence. That is where you know this is your best contribution to the world. That is how all these 2,600 years, all the enlightened masters, all the followers, all the practitioners contribute themselves to nourish this journey. That is where this community of Sangha becomes stronger, and that is where we can give this gift to the next generation. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left hand neck, hit straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Don't disturb it. Don't try to do anything the way you want. Allow it to happen naturally. And when it happens through the sensation, you recognize it. Do nothing extra. If your mind go here and there, you bring it back again and again. Just try to settle down and have unmovable posture and unmovable mind. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ettavata chammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.